So what we are going to do now is that we are going to try to set up a dummy working model of any web application which we can later on use to test our REST API or REST web services which we had created to be able to interact with the external system, or we created so that any external system can interact with Salesforce using OAuth mechanism. So idea behind this is that rather than using any available tool wherein we have to do it manually by where we have to send request manually first and then copy paste the access token which is received from Salesforce, and then we have to again send a request manually to test whether data is creating correctly or not. We are going to try to set up a web application on our machine so that we can use it any number of time we want. So it is actually a 4-step process. The first step is setting up of a HTTPS server. This is a server which we will set up on our machine and which is going to host our web pages. Second is create a connected app. This is going to be our entry point into Salesforce from external system. Third is create an Apex class to handle our functionality and expose it as REST service. Fourth is building web pages to capture data and push the data into Salesforce. So now for the fourth step, we can use any language which we have better hang on. We can use PHP, or we can use HTML with JavaScript, or HTML with jQuery, or we can even use Node.js. So the idea behind creating web pages is that we will create a UI interface to capture the data, and when we click on a button or whenever we trigger any event, it automatically invokes the endpoint URL of our connected app and request for access token. After authorizing using client ID or client secret, whatever method we want to use, whether we want to request for a token or we want a user to authorize himself, then automatically we will use this access token, and in the next step we will send our data to Salesforce for creation. Or in case of we have created our Apex class for querying of the data, we will send our query parameter and we will form a query in the on our web pages and push it into Salesforce, and Salesforce will return the response, and then we will process the response and show it on the screen. So the combination of step 1 and step 4 is going to remove the need of using the tool and creating requests manually to interact with Salesforce. So this overall architecture or overall setup will act as a test environment for us, wherein we can just change the web pages and attributes related to connected app to test any number of functionality we want to test for our REST API. Like and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from Salesforce Bliss.